I feel like I'm having a little bit of an existential crisis. Recently, I've been trying to decide whether or not to continue with YouTube, to continue with acting, and who would I be without those things, and what would I be doing without those things, and what would life be like without those things, and what's my motivation for doing those things. As I pondered this, I felt kind of devastated. I really felt empty. Like, is empty the right word? It was just like complete loss. And I realized how important creativity is to me. I love being creative. It's a wonderful, wonderful feeling. And I was thinking, why do I love being creative so much? Why does it feel so good? And I think it's because it's a communion. We're communing with the divine, like the muse is coming through. And, lots of people talk about you don't own it. It's something that's being expressed through you, but you're the channel. So as I was pondering, if I'm not doing YouTube and I'm not acting, I wanted to cry. Oh my gosh, the grief. And then one of my teachers said, creativity comes through presence and through inner peace. And I sat with that. Creativity comes through presence and inner peace. And I think inner peace comes from presence. And the reason all the great spiritual leaders say that we need to be present in each and every moment, because if we're not present, then we're on in a program. We are on autopilot, we're stuck in the past, we're stuck in the future. So it's really important to be present. So this has been in my awareness, and I've been doing a bit of an experiment, a presence experiment. There's so many mozzies. So yeah, it's got me thinking about presence, and I was thinking about acting and being at drama school, and I was lucky enough to do 2 masterclasses with Patsy Rodenberg, who's a very esteemed, very famous voice coach. And I'm going to leave a link to a video of her talking about presence in the description. It's fantastic. I watched this clip. I haven't watched anything about her or read anything about her for, I don't know, a few years, 5 years or something. And it took me straight back into the theatre. And it reminded me why I loved the theatre and why I loved acting. It was just so inspiring. But she talks about the 3 circles, first, second and third circle. And second circle basically is presence. First circle is when everything's to us. We're like, the energy is going to us. It's kind of depressed in the past. And then there's third circle, which is pushing out. And second circle is being present. And intimacy comes from presence. Good acting comes from second circle. So I was reflecting on acting and how I felt like sometimes I would really fly and do some really good work, and then I would do terrible work, and then I'd do good work and then terrible work. I think I was quite inconsistent. I became more consistent as I went on, but the inconsistency came from not being present, because I was so terrified of being judged and what people thought. So all my attention was really on others, like in relation to me. Are you judging me? Are you with me on this performance? Are you getting me, or are you bored, or and instead of being in the present moment, allowing communing with the character to come through. The times as an actor that I have just that I cherish so much were the times where I was just out of the way and the character came through, and I was responding as the character and living a full life as the character. You can be in a scene and just be like breakdown in devastation in a moment because you're present with someone. It's not because you've got all this emotional preparation and you're thinking about the dog that died when you were young, or thinking about something really sad. You're with the other actor, and the actual circumstances are just taking you on this emotional journey, and therefore the audience on this emotional journey, because it's real. So these are all my thoughts lately. So I'm thinking, what would life be like without YouTube and without acting? And as I said, I was feeling quite a lot of grief. And when my teacher said creativity comes from inner peace and presence, it was a lifeline for me. It was very, very meaningful to me, because my goal is to be present. I'm making a concerted effort to really be present in each and every moment. And that could be like the most important thing that I can do in this life. Like not having a successful YouTube video or achieving something or whatever. It's like being present in each and every moment, because then my life is my own. It's not run from a set of patterns, and I'm not being controlled by mass media or whatever. So it got me thinking about creativity and what is it to be creative. Like in my life, creativity has been in the arts of acting, filmmaking, and I have this limited lens on that. Whereas, because I can't draw, I can't paint, I've never been good with any of those things. And it's interesting how often, if we're not good at something as an adult, we just don't do it. But I did when I say take up, I bought some paints and had a little go a few years ago, and I loved it. I mean, my drawings were like kindergarten level, but I absolutely loved it. But yeah, what is it to be creative? And we can live a creative life without being on a stage. You might be on a stage, but you don't have to be on a stage or a painter or a drawer to live a creative life. We're creative beings by nature if we're present and in the present moment, communing. And I think about my partner, who's an actor and a theatre director, and he's very talented. He's got wonderful artistic visions, and his productions have been just beautiful. And recently we've been working on our house, and we had this big veggie patch. He's into permaculture, but we've both been busy, and we just let it go, let the veggie patch go. So he decided that he wanted to renew and revive the veggie patch. And he's got all these ladders from a play that his theatre company put on, The Death of a Salesman by Arthur Miller, a few years ago. He had a ton, like, I don't know, 20, maybe more, ladders, old wooden ladders in our shed. So he decided to use the ladders as the fence of the veggie patch. And he just, the vision and the creativity that he put into the veggie patch just blows my mind. It's been several months, and he's just tended to it daily and twice a day, and he's put a lot of love into it, and it's just divine. It's just beautiful. And even like we've got a mud brick house, and we've been scraping the walls back. That the rendering was just terrible. The original rendering it was so bad, and so we decided to improve it. And so we've scraped all the rendering off and exposing the bricks, and we're going to be painting them. But even that feels like a creative thing. I really focused on being present as I was scraping back the paint and the brick and the grout, and it really was meditative. So what are your thoughts on presence, on creativity? Do you feel like you're creative? Do you have a limiting belief around your creativity? When was the last time you let yourself try something that you were terrible at? I look forward to reading your comments. Lots of love, guys.